Mighty Miracle, a meditation. Sing a song to God for all He has done in your hearts. Let your soul be ecstatic and overflow with praises, for He has given you life. Once your heart was black and cold as a stone, and now it's bursting with life. Sing a song, for He has set His tender gaze on you and pulled you out of the miry pit. Sing a song and remember how He works a mighty miracle for you. Sing a song and remember how He lifted you up and set you safely on a rock of stability. Sing and remember how empty you used to be. Now He fills you up every day with His love. I remember a time when I was in the miry clay. I had just found a note that my daughter had written about me, sat on the floor with the note in my hand and the mirror of self-contempt smashed at my feet. I could no longer continue on the road of self-denial. I couldn't push the truth of who I had become away from me any longer. The shame had pushed me down on my knees. The regret had slipped a noose around my neck. And all the memories slithering into my mind entangled a web of darkness that clung to me. A moment of self-hatred embraced me until I looked up and remembered all the moments that were there with me. As I looked up, He looked down. It was Jesus. He saw me in the puddle of tears and saw the little girl who first stepped onto the van and took her to the church where love began to grow in her heart. I saw a tear slowly roll down his cheek. Sadness wore my heart and reminded me of all those times He pulled me close when I felt sadness wore my heart and reminded me of all those times He pulled me close when I felt left behind. He reached His hand down to me. Psalms 4:2 says, He reached down and drew me from the deep, dark hole where I was stranded, mired in the muck and clay. With a gentle hand He pulled me out to set me down safely on a warm rock. He held me until I was steady enough to continue the journey again. There's something about hitting a bottom. It's comforting in a sense. At the bottom, you start to see the truth of who you've become. In the muck and clay, you're stuck. You can no longer push the denial down because it's risen to the top. It slithers up like a mighty python, ready to wrap around your throat. And then it stops with its neon eyes, and you're paralyzed by its truth. You try to run, but you are trapped and unable to move in the clay. It's the bottom. You've run out of options. You either stay in the darkness or you look up and open your hand. As you see another hand, His hand. In His hand is a hole, small but visible. Its smallness pierces your heart, and you know it's there for you in the muck and the clay. A gentle hand to heal your broken heart. His salve is His love, and His gentleness is strength. Enough strength to break the clay and lift you out from that deep, dark hole. He lifts you up and sets you down safely on a warm rock. He holds you there and stays with you until you're ready to begin this journey of healing. This was my mighty miracle, and my soul is still ecstatic, overflowing with praises for all He did that day and all He's done all these years to help me through the muck and the clay.